Competition Act 2002, an act to provide for the establishment of a commission to prevent practices having adverse effect on competition, to promote and sustain competition in market, to protect the interest of consumers and to ensure freedom of trades carried on by other participants in markets in India for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. MRTP Act 1969 for prohibition of monopolistic, unfair, and restrictive trade practice. Liberalization. 1991. After this, difficulty arose to administer present market. Government of India in October 1999 appointed a high-level committee on competition policy and law, Raghavan Committee, to advise on the competition law in consonance with international developments. Objectives of this act: establishment of a commission to prevent adverse effect on competition, promotion and sustenance of competitions in the market, protection of consumers' interests, freedom of trade. It is a situation in a market in which firms or sellers independently strive for the buyer's patronage in order to achieve a particular business objective. For example, profits, sales or market share. The process of rivalry between firms striving to gain sales and make profits. The benefits of this act, Competition Act, for the companies in order to increase the efficiency, cost saving operations, better utilization of resources, etc. For the consumer, wider choice of goods at competitive prices. For the government, it generates this revenue. Some important terminologies used in this particular act. The first one, acquisition. It means directly or indirectly acquiring or agreeing to acquire shares, voting rights, or assets of any enterprise, or control over management, or control over assets of any enterprise. Tie-in arrangement. It includes any agreement requiring a purchaser of goods as a condition of such purchase to purchase some other goods. Cartel. It includes an association of producers, sellers, distributors, traders, or service providers who, by agreement amongst themselves, limit, control, or attempt to control the production, distribution, sale of price, or trade in goods. The next terminology which is used in the Competition Act will be predatory price. It means the sale of goods or provision of services at a price which is below the cost as may be determined by regulations, or production of the goods or provision of services with a view to the reducing competition or eliminate the competitors. Bid rigging. It means any agreement between enterprises or persons engaged in identical or similar production or trading of goods or provision of services, which has the effect of eliminating or reducing competition for bids or adversely affecting or manipulating the process for bidding. Exclusive supply agreement includes any agreement restricting in any manner the purchaser in the course of his trade from acquiring or otherwise dealing in any goods other than those of the seller or any other person. Exclusive distribution agreement. It includes any agreement to limit, restrict, or withhold the or supply of any goods or allocate any area or market for the disposal or sale of the goods. Anti-competitive agreements. No enterprise or association of enterprises or person or association of persons shall enter into any agreement in respect of production, supply, distribution, storage, acquisition, or control of goods or provision of services which causes or is likely to cause an appreciable adverse effect on competition. The types horizontal and vertical. Horizontal agreements. Agreements between enterprises at the same stage of production. It can be between two competitors. Vertical agreements. Agreements between enterprise at the different stage of production, distribution, etc. Agreement includes arrangement or understanding, warrant, or in writing, not necessarily enforceable by law. The vertical agreements, the terminologies which are used in the vertical agreements are tie-in arrangement, agreement between manufacturer and distributor not to sell manufacturer's product at or above a price floor, at or below a price ceiling, exclusive supply arrangements, agreement restricting the purchase in course of trade from acquiring the goods of trade from acquiring the goods of any other seller, exclusive distribution arrangement, agreement to limit or restrict the output or supply of any goods to or the a particular area, refusal to deal, any agreement which restricts or is likely to restrict by any method, any person or classes of persons to whom goods are sold or from whom goods are bought. Resale price maintenance. Any agreement to sell goods on condition that the price to be charged on the resale by the purchaser shall be stipulated by the seller unless it is clearly stated that prices lower than those price may be charged. Horizontal agreements. The first terminology used here, price fixing agreement. Agreements that determine purchase or sale prices are void. Second one, market sharing. When competitors divide or allow the market amongst themselves in various ways and agree to deal only in their allotted segment of the market. The third terminology which is used here, bid rigging. Agreements that eliminate or reduce competition for bids or manipulate the process for bidding. Fourth terminology, cartels. Agreements between enterprises on not to compete on price, product, or customers. The next one, abuse of dominant position. The prohibition of abuse of dominant position. Dominant position means position of strength, paramount position enjoyed by an enterprise in the relevant market, especially in India, which facilitates it to operate independently of competitive forces prevailing in relevant market, affect its competitors or consumers or the relevant market in its favor. It includes the following: imposing unfair conditions or price, predatory pricing, limiting production or market or technical development, creating barriers to entry, applying dissimilar conditions to similar transactions, denying market access, using dominant positions in one market to gain advantages in another market. The informants have filed the cases alleging that Google enjoyed a dominant position and conducted its business in a manner that was discriminatory, biased, and detrimental to others by manipulating algorithms and caused harm to advertisers and indirectly the ultimate consumers too. It was further alleged that by using number of vertical services such as YouTube, Google News, Google Maps, etc., it mixed many vertical results into generic search results. Informants contended manipulation in search results and that there was also denial of access and creation of entry barriers for competing search engines, etc. CCI concluded that prima facie Google's had abused its dominant position and that a case had been made within the meaning of Section 26 of 1 of the Competition Act. The regulation of competition. Competition includes acquisition of control, shares, voting rights, or assets, acquisition of control by a person over an enterprise where such person has control over another enterprise, engaged in competing businesses and mergers and amalgamations between or amongst enterprises. If a competition causes or is likely to cause an appreciable adverse effect on competition within the relevant market in India, it is prohibited and can be scrutinized by the Commission. No person or enterprise shall enter into a competition which causes or is likely to cause an appreciable adverse effect on competition within the relevant market in India. Any person or enterprise who or which proposes to enter into competition must give notice to the Commission by disclosing the details of the proposed combination. No combination shall come into effect until 210 days have passed from the date on which the notice has been given to the Commission. Types of combinations. Horizontal combinations. These are those that are between rivals and are most likely to cause appreciable adverse effect on competition. Example, Associated Cement Company with Damodar Cement. Second one, vertical combinations. These are those that are between enterprises that are at different stages of the production chain and are less likely to cause appreciable adverse effect on competition. Example, Time Warner Incorporated and Turner Corporation. Conglomerate combinations. These are those that are between enterprises, not in the same line of business or in the same relevant market and are least likely to cause appreciable adverse effect on competition. For example, Walt Disney Company and American Broadcasting Company. Competition advocacy. The aim of competition advocacy is to foster conditions that will lead to a more competitive market structure and business behavior without the direct intervention of the competition law authority, namely the CCI. For promotion of competition advocacy and creation of awareness about competition issues, the Commission may take suitable measures to promote the competition advocacy, create public awareness, impart training about competition. The Commission shall render opinion on the reference from the central government policy or law on competition. And CCI is required to give opinion in 60 days.